Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Little Chapel of Faith Catholic Ministries. My name is Tina. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. We have platforms on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So if you're on any of those or all of those, please like and subscribe because it keeps our ministry going and relevant. And we want to continue to keep spreading the word. We are here with our readings from the Diary of Saint Faustina. So we are going to continue where we left off, but if you are new here, we do have a playlist on YouTube for Saint Faustina, and so you can kind of catch up where we left off. There's also some videos on there from the nuns and the order that she was in that talk more about her and dive a little deeper into this book. So it's pretty interesting. If you have a chance, go over and check it out. In the meantime, we are going to continue where we left off yesterday. The next day after communion, I heard the voice saying, "My daughter, look into the abyss of my mercy and give praise and glory to this mercy of mine. Do it in this way. Gather all sinners from the entire world and immerse them in the abyss of my mercy. I want to give myself to souls. I yearn for souls, my daughter. On the day of my feast, the Feast of Mercy, you will go through the whole world and bring fainting souls to the spring of my mercy. I shall heal and strengthen them." I prayed today for a soul in agony who was dying without the holy sacraments, although she desired them, but it was already too late. It was a relative of mine, my uncle's wife. She was a soul pleasing to God. There was no distance between us at the moment. Oh, you small everyday sacrifices, you are to me like windflowers, which I strew over my feet of my beloved Jesus. I sometimes compare these trifles to the heroic virtues, and that is because their enduring nature demands heroism. In my sufferings, I do not seek help from my creatures, but God is everything to me, and yet it often seems that even the Lord does not hear me. I arm myself with patience and silence like a dove that does not complain and feels no bitterness when its children are being taken away from it. I want to soar into the very heat of the sun, and I do not want to stop in its vapors. I will grow weary, because it is on you that I am leaning. O you, my strength. I fervently beg the Lord to strengthen my faith, so that in my drab everyday life I will not be guided by human dispositions, but by those of the Spirit. Oh, how everything drags man towards the earth, but lively faith maintains the soul in the higher reigns and assigns self-love to its proper place, that is to say, the lowest one. Once again, terrible darkness envelops my soul. It seems to me that I am falling prey to illusions. When I went to confession to obtain some light and peace, I did not find these at all. The confessors left me with even more doubts than I had before. He said to me, "I cannot discern what power is at work in you, sister. Perhaps it is God, and perhaps it is the evil spirit." When I left the confessional, I started to think about his words. The longer I did so, the deeper my soul sank into darkness. Jesus, what am I to do? When Jesus approached me with kindness, I was frightened. Are you really Jesus? On the other hand, I am drawn by love, and on the other, by fear. What a torture I cannot describe. When I went to confess again, I got the answer, "I do not understand you, sister. It would be better if you did not come to me for confession." Oh my God! I have to do such violence to myself before I say anything about my spiritual life, and here I am getting this answer. Sister, I do not understand you. When I left the confessional, a multitude of torments oppressed me. I went before the Blessed Sacrament and said, "Jesus, save me. You see how weak I am." Then I heard these words, "I will give you help during the retreat before the vows." Encouraged by these words, I began to go forward without asking anyone's advice, but I distrusted myself so much that I made up my mind to put an end to the doubts once and for all. I therefore looked forward with special eagerness to the retreat before perpetual vows. But even for many days before the retreat, I kept on asking God to give light to the priest who would hear my confession, so that he could say once and for all either yes or no. And I thought to myself, I'll be set at peace once and for all. But I continued to worry whether anyone would be willing to hear me out concerning these matters. And yet again, I decided not to think about this at all and to put my trust in the Lord. The words that continued to ring in my ears were during the retreat. Everything is now ready. Tomorrow morning we are leaving for Krakow for the retreat. Today I entered the chapel to thank the Lord for the countless graces He has bestowed on me during these 5 months. My heart was deeply touched at the thought of so many graces and so much care on the part of the superiors. My daughter, be at peace. I am taking all these matters upon myself. I will arrange all these things with your superiors and with the confessor. Speak to Father Andras with the same simplicity and confidence with which you speak to me. We have come to Krakow today, April 18th, 1933. What a joy it is to find myself again where I took my first steps in the spiritual life. Dear Mother Directress Mary Joseph is ever the same, cheerful and full of love of neighbor. I entered the chapel for a moment and joy filled my soul. In a flash, I recalled the whole ocean of graces that had been given me here as a novice here. And today we gathered together to go into an hour's visit to the novitiate. The Mother Directress Mary Joseph gave us a short talk and outlined the program of the retreat. And as she spoke these few words to us, I saw before my eyes all the good things this dear mother had done for us. I felt my soul such profound gratitude toward her, and my heart grieved at the thought that this was the last time I would be the novitiate. Now I must battle together with Jesus, work with Jesus, suffer with Jesus. In a word, live and die with Jesus. Mother Directress will no longer be at my heels to teach me here, warn me there, or to admonish or encourage or reproach me. I am so afraid of being on my own. Jesus, do something about this. I will always have a superior, that's true, but now a person is left more on her own. I will end that there. She just seemed to go through so much suffering, so much torment, and so much doubt in herself and which, is happening to her. But it's getting very, very interesting. And we're not even halfway through yet. we still have a long way to go, so it's going to be interesting. But anyway, I hope you all are having a beautiful day. Just remember to trust in God. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. All we can do is keep trying every day. That's all. Try to do the right thing. Try to be what the Lord would want us to be. There's days it's difficult, and all we can do is keep praying. With that, I bid you all a beautiful rest of the day. God bless you all. Be well. Be kind to each other. God bless you all. Stay safe. Stay well.